Hi guys, welcome back at Car Territory. We are not in the environment of the Netherlands or Belgium, but we are in Finland at this moment. I'm on a holiday right now, but I could not resist to film a car because I visit a friend over here who has an awesome car. And today we will drive the new Mitsubishi, no, actually not new, but the latest version of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. It's the Evo 10, so the car is already warming up. And let's figure out how this car drives on the road. So normally the Mitsubishi, the Evolution model is a full-blood rally car, but this one is actually a little bit adapted to drive on the roads. So let's figure out how this car drives on the road. So guys, welcome inside of the Evo. As you can see, already the owner Asko has joined me. I'm really glad I can drive this car.
Of course.
And he is here because he don't want me to crash into the woods of Finland. So the car is ready. Let's put it, it's an automatic gearbox over here, so let's put it in drive if he wants. Okay. And let's go. We are quite lucky. The road surface in Finland is quite good, so it's not that bumpy as in the Netherlands or in Belgium. Because this car is really low, we have to pay attention. If it bumps, it don't scratch it, we don't damage it. So, what's this car like to drive? My first impression is it's actually not that difficult to drive. It's very user friendly. So. First of all, there are two types of Evos. You have a basic version, which is the GSR version. So it's the engine is almost the same, but it's a standard. And you have let's say a more performance packaged car, and that's the MR version. This car is the top of the bill, so it's the MR version. And the main difference is the GSR, the basic version, have a 5-speed gearbox, manual gearbox, and this one have a twin clutch sport shift transmission, so it's an automatic with a double clutch, and it have 6 gears. So that's the big difference between both cars. Also, this car have lighter rims, and also there are a little bit more options on it and extras on it, which a standard one does not have. Just the same or in comparison with the Civic Type R. You have a standard version, and then you have a little more upgraded version for the pros, let's say. But on the other hand, I was told this car drives quite hard. It's quite hardcore, but my first impressions now, I'm just driving it for a couple of minutes. It feels, well, it's not as comfortable as my RX-8, but it's acceptable. It's stiff. You feel it's stiff. It sticks on the ground, but it's not that bad to drive it. I can handle it. So what does this car also have? It's family related with the rally, but it's the latest model, so it's the only version which has been adapted a little bit more to drive on the roads, which means it have a stiffer suspension. They put some stiffer springs on it because
it's actually adjustables.
It's adjustable, yeah. So you also have different modes for the car. You can customize the gearbox. You can customize the all-wheel drive, so the differential. So you just can make a lot of combinations to optimize the car as you like. About the transmission, what's this SST transmission all about? The first thing I noticed is I have some pedals behind the steering wheel, so I can shift either automatically, either manual. If you want to drive sporty, then I prefer to shift manually, so you can choose your own gear where you are in, and then you just have to push the transmission button into sport, and immediately you're hearing the car rev at higher revs, and then you can use the pedal, so you can go a little bit faster, keep the higher revs, and then shift whenever you want. Also, the throttle response is a little bit quicker. The transmission, the gear shifts are even a little bit faster. So everything gets some more sportier, some quicker, some harder to drive, but it's easier to drive.
So it sharpens up everything. So you have, like Christoph said, the gear shifts, the throttle response, the brake response, so everything is trying to be a bit more sharp, precise.
Yeah. So there's another mode. You still have so now you're in sport. You also have the Sport Plus, but actually that's not recommended for using on normal roads. That's more a track version or transmission you use for tracks, because then you're always in the high revs and the car still pushes, but it's not very comfortable to drive on normal roads. We keep the sport, and now we have another setting we can adjust, and that's normally the differential. So this car should be normally an all-wheel drive.
Yep.
Or an all-wheel drive. But you can adjust it depending on the surface you're riding on. So you have 3 settings. I will show it you later on the display. You have tarmac setting, you have gravel, and you have snow mode. Probably because you are in Finland, you will use the snow mode a lot.
Yeah.
But at the moment we are in summer, so the roads are clear of snow or ice. So we're just driving in tarmac. When you drive in tarmac, the power goes most to the rear wheels, and gravel there is it's 50-50, so 50 in front, 50 of the power goes to the front wheels, and 50 go to the back wheels. And in snow mode, it's mostly a front wheel drive car. But nevertheless, if the car thinks from his own, for example, if you are in snow mode and you have a front wheel drive, but the car thinks you're losing grip on the front, I need some power on the back, it will automatically adjust the power steering, so then it will put some power which is needed to the rear wheels for having optimal grip. So the car, you put the raw setting, so tarmac, gravel or sport, and the car refines itself what is needed for being the optimal setting for driving in that environment.
Yeah, so kind of like you can adjust on where you want the power to go. So you can have it a bit more front, you can have it a bit more back, but at the end of the day, it'll, the computers will always read the road and think, okay, I need to send power there. So it controls the locks, the differential locks on the car, on how fast or how slow they close. But at the end of the day, it's still a four-wheel drive, so you can just adjust on how the ride feels.
Yeah. So what does the MR also get or have when you want this type instead of the basic version? You have an automatic navigation, touchscreen navigation. You get Fosgate.
Yeah, the Rockford Fosgate.
The Rockford, yeah, that's the one I was looking for. The Rockford Fosgate sound system with nine speakers. So if you want to make any music noise, you can use that all the time. But I think as a petrol head, you don't need any audio. You just listen to the car and to the engine sound. And of course, because this is a turbo car, you have the turbo noise, and the car has been fitted with a blow-off valve. So the sound of the blow-off valve is quite addicted. So you should every time put the gas, release the gas, put the gas, release the gas, and you will hear the blow-off valve. So maybe if I find some nice road, I can try to demonstrate, and maybe you will hear it inside. I'm not sure, but we will try it. So you hear it? It's actually quite addictive. I'm still driving the Evo 10. I'm enjoying it. So I think because we are in a nice environment with country roads, this car is actually not built for straight lines or whatever. So it's more a car I love, just like my RX-8. It's for twisty roads, for do some cornering and have some fun. Yeah. We find some twisty roads, and let's see what kind of handling this car has. Own this car for the first time because I don't know the road, so let's keep it gentle but sporty. But I can tell you it's quite sticky on the road, so you don't have to worry, it will slip around. So if you can't see the corner very well and you have to turn in a little bit harder, you don't have to worry about anything. So about the power of this car, his engine, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder with a turbo, and it delivers 295 horsepower and 266 Newton meter of torque. But this car already got some modifications, so it delivers 75 horsepower more and around 100 Newton meters more. So maybe you can tell a little bit more what you've done to the engine.
Yeah, so it's watch out. Yeah, so it's 360 horsepower, 450 Newton meters of torque, and it has the HKS package. So it has exhaust, it has the blow-off valve, and it's been tuned by actually AMV in Finland.
Okay.
So couple of mods here and there, nothing big. So it handles a bit more than the stock, but it's still going to be reliable, you know, every way. So
okay, this is really nice road.
yeah,
Let's copy it and bring it to the Netherlands, because I really like it. So there are some bicycles.
Yeah, you need to watch out for the bicycles in here, but otherwise, yeah.
This is a thing I miss in the Netherlands. We don't have such of twisty roads with elevations, so therefore we have to go to Luxembourg or Germany. But I discussed with Asko, Finland is not the real good country to drive sporty cars, because the government is really strict on speed limits and etc. etc. So if you want to own a car, you better move over to Germany and enjoy your car over there. Yeah. So I told you guys, the car is really stiff, and even the handling is very direct. So if you point the nose to a place in a corner, the car will actually go to that point. So it's almost the same with like with the RX-8. Even this is a little bit better because the RX-8 is a little GT car. So it's a really nice car to drive. Let's say this car is built not for driving on gravel, but driving on twisty little mountain roads. that's his purpose. Here it will come alive. It will have his full glory.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a straight line car, so.
I've noticed I didn't end this video over there, so I would like to thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment box below, and I hope to see you soon in the second part of this video, where we will find out if the Mitsubishi Evolution 10 will be a good car to buy or not. Ciao!